Well, I know what time it is. I don't know about you. Well, it sets the clocks. No! No! I'm gonna die. I think I have the sound equalizing on. I hope my screaming was not super loud. No! I'm gonna die. I think this is my last straw. Sorry. Normal. Fuck. I'm not normal. I'm gonna die right now. This is me dying. What's that? No! No! Where did you get that? No! Sorry, Stanley.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Can you
decided to go
give
to
me
the
a
meeting
random
room.
random
Perhaps he
phone
had
message,
simply missed a
please?
memo.
I restarted the game like 20 times earlier. Sorry, I love this dialogue.
Oh, and I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be right now, in this little hallway. Here, with no distractions, to study room 417. Not to actually enter it. No, 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 no. That would be far too forward.
Yeah.
Stanley wanted to know it from the outside. To see it not just with his eyes, but with his heart. He would know room 417 as no man or woman had ever known an office before. That ladder over there. Oh, and that little picture of
Stop
a
tweeting
horizon
about
or
me
something.
opening the demo.
It's all just a never-ending parade of joy for Stanley.
Good room. Some good fucking room. New content time? New content time. And bucket! Oh my god!
Disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Is
Why,
it
there are so
laggy?
many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Wow. Could not think of a better promotional poster.
Long-term franchising potential.
New mug! Time to wake up. What did that mug say? I can't see the mug. Never underestimate a coffee enjoyer who left their cup by a leather sofa that faces a blurry room. It's a silly bird. Oh my god. Stanley can throw axes. Stanley gets boons from gods. Artistic, intimate wife scene. Free roam mode. More famous narrator. Crossed out. Dress up mode. Microtransactions. Proper gameplay? Question mark. Nude Stanley! New York City. Jetpack. Fuel canisters? What? Fuel canisters for the jetpack? Cool, red section of the chart. Paradigm shift like Persona 3, sorry. New hotness. Oh my god, the PowerPoint presentation. Comic Sans. Thanks for attending my meeting. The fern. Oh my god. It's the fern. It's two ferns. Comic who? Oh my god. Mitosis.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
The fern technically does not appear again. Stanley Paraballs. Which one of you was it? Why would you write a 9 like that? That's a G. That is a G. Stupid 9. Like a lowercase d, but flipped. Crab, the ultimate sequel! Because then it looks like a G. If you write a 9 like that, it looks like a lowercase g. You can't write a 9 like that. Unless you don't have any letters around it. But then it still looks like a G. And people are like, why is there a G? Isn't a number? You are the sequel. Aww, thank you. Yeah, that's a font. That's text on a screen. Wow.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Rocket. Merch. I saw the new content. Can I get the shirt, please? Stanley, put the shirt on. Sorry. Can I leave the QR code? Wow. Riveting. Sorry. That was mean. Fuck yes. Are you guys ready to hear your name in the game? Are you ready for this?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now,
Yes!
the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become
We're all
a person
Jim
named Jim.
right now.
I want you to imagine yourself living as
See?
Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply?
Okay.
Are you really, truly Jim
Is
right
Jim
now?
okay?
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim Nation? You better. We're all required to be Jim Kennies for this.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you!
He's so excited.
The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Whole
Let's take a
$10.
break from the Jim button. I'm too
No!
emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy.
Jim.
Sometimes a person
Jim.
can be
Jim.
too much Jim.
Never.
I'm
Jim.
putting the Jim
No.
button away.
Jim.
Otherwise, soon
No.
you'll start to
Jim.
lose all
Jim.
sense of who
No.
you actually
Jim.
are.
Jim.
No!
Jim.
Yep, that's it. That's the end of the game. The baby is all grown up. Jump circle? I saved my jumps, guys. I saved jumps for this. The Jim button is respectful to everyone. The Jim button would never betray you.
You
Look
know
at
what,
that!
Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Hell yes. not! It just works! Stanley, he's so happy! Big ass ears. Motherfucker.
Here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm
Boy, do
developing
I.
the technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you.
Gamers, we hear you!
Will happen.
Who is that? Is that Mariella? Oh. Never mind. I know who that is now.
In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh, yes.
And what's truly
Hell
innovative
yes.
is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and
What?
then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Is this necessary? Okay. Yay! Did they, like, face app him?
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy
Yay!
12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
It got stuck. Oh my god. Bucket? Hole. Hole? Hole, please. It is not your fucking birthday. Hole. Hole. Hole.
You can fall until the end of time if you like. A
Ah.
stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Don't do that with the ceiling. That's scary. It's hole time.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
What's the rush?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Teleport.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated
L.
the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to... Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal.
Not normal.
Person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh, had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow.
How did you manage to make the hole that does
Oh,
this?
there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
A very aggressive divot.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
It got too finite.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
What, are you
it's
jealous?
A win for everyone.
Are you jealous
you get to be
of the
with
hole?
The hole? I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Where did he go? Is he just out there now, waiting? What's he gonna do? Yes! It's time. It's hole time. Time for the hole, baby. Are you ready for this? Yes! 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 Okay. Good. That's good. That's a good perspective. Come on. Oh yeah. Song is so good. Oh God. Peace. Are you happy with this? Is this what you wanted? Good Lord. Aww.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how
He
about
would.
if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them.
Sure you
Stay
are.
alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Little Pip. Look at that.
Aha!
Look at
I
that.
can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion Achievement. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
Hell yes. Goodbye. That's new. What? Oh!
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Oh, dude, I sure did. Bucket. I think bucket is all we have left, isn't it?
Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your
Give it to me.
heart.
Give me the bucket.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. Come on, give it a try. I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? Who am I kidding, Stanley? This
This is
isn't
worse.
a
This is
coherent
significantly
video game
worse.
at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Jim. The title screen is actually kind of awesome. This goes hard.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
This is my coworker. Bucket dialogue?
Stanley took the bucket with him into this little hallway and closed the doors. This was their hideout. No one would ever find them here. Of course, no one would ever find them anyway because everyone was missing. But Stanley chose to ignore this fact and instead focus on how cool the hideout was. Just him and the bucket, two renegade heroes against the world, inside their secret, undetectable hideout, here, next to room 417. What
Be
a
quiet.
treat.
You're gonna let everyone know where it is. Shut up.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
Pardon?
So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I love him. He's so cute. Thank you.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
It's always a good idea.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money
Couldn't go
people
wrong.
will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there? Caporata.
Employee
Stanley decided to go to the
432
meeting
from the
room.
Stanley
Perhaps
parable
he
just
had
followed
simply
me.
missed a memo.
This is incredible. This is employee 432 in real life. I already did the heaven ending. Why am I so excited about that?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
Is this
Now
a
then,
bucket?
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Alright.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
No.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Correct. This is a bucket.
Clearly.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor.
Of course.
Correct. This is a bucket. Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley.
How?
Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence, and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I
Oh my
can't have
God.
that. I'm sorry, but I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Divorce.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Yes.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, You're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue.
Bummer. No one can know. Forklift. Forklift. Forklift.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go. Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look. What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
Yes.
Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
Oh, yes. I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame?
He's
Pale...
trying so hard.
What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Okay. Sure.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.